those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience. May the experience of happiness be separate from suffering and safely. I will establish them in the still unsurpassed, perfect, complete, and precious Buddhahood. Dala don warasi pedra, no parasi pege, tarpa dan tam jen chen pe parde chu parase pa tam je je so se pe, manam ka dan nyam pe sem jen tam je de wa dan ding, dong har dan tra ren yor de la na me pa yang da par, Zobe Sanjo Rinpoche Do Barasa. Yes, Antra achieve enlightenment. I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and mind. Until death, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and mind. From now until this time tomorrow, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and mind. Ye ji de sama je je bar de linga ye song ge wa la gor. Ma she bar de linga ye song ge wa la gor. Te te re ne song de nye ma zang da zang je bar de linga ye song ge wa la gor. We take refuge in the Kandaru Lama and the lineage Lamas. We take refuge in the deities of the mandalas of Yadams. We take refuge in all the exalted Buddhas. We take refuge in the perfect Dharma. We take refuge in the excellent order of the Sanghas. We take refuge in all the noble Drakas and Drakinis and the Dhamma gardens, possessors of the eye of wisdom. We take refuge in the Kandaru Lama and the lineage Lamas. We take refuge in the deity of the mandalas of Yadams. We take refuge in all the exalted Buddhas. We take refuge in the perfect Dharma. We take refuge in the excellent order of the Sanghas. We take refuge in the excellent of noble Drakas and Drakinis and the Dhamma gardens, possessors of the eye of wisdom. Tenjen zawa dangju para jebe pardin lama damba namla japsen chewo yadam jingoro je la zo namla japsen chewo sanje jomden de namla japsen chewo tambe chi namla japsen chewo parbe genden namla japsen chewo pa wong kan ro chi jong sung me zo yi shi je jin dan den ba namla Jobson Chewo. Enter I attain the heart of enlightenment. I take refuge in all the Buddhas. I take refuge in the Dharma and the likewise in the example of the Bodhisattvas. As previous Buddhas embodied enlightenment and the progress on the Bodhisattva's path are true for the benefit of all sentient beings giving birth to bodhicitta and apply myself to complete the stage of the path. Until I attain the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in all the Buddhas. I take refuge in the Dharma and the likewise example of Bodhisattvas as the previous Buddhas embodied enlightenment and the progress on the Bodhisattva's path are true for the benefit of all sentient beings giving birth to bodhicitta and apply myself to complete the stage of the path. Sanjo Nim Boron Chi Par Sanje Nam Lai Jab Sun Chi Chu Dan Sanjo San Ye Lan De Yin Jab Sun Chi Che Dar Ming Je De She Chi Sanjo Tong Ne Ji Ba Dan Sanjo Sen Be La Ba La De Da Ren Yen E Ba Dar De Yin Ro La Pen Dong De Sanjo Sem Ne Ji Je Shen De yin de ne la ba la, ren ba yin de la ba je. In the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha most excellent, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached. By the merit of Janarasta and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. In the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha most excellent, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. Sanje Chidan Zojin Chonam La, Sancho Barde Dane Japsanje, Daki Jinso Jipe Sunam Ji, Drola Pensar Sanjen Drobar Sho. May all mother sentient beings, boundless as the sky, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they never be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. Manam gadan nyambe semjen damje devadan deve jodan dempara jor dongaradan dongara jodan dravara jor dongara mebe devadan mandrava jorje nyeren jadan nyedan rar tanyon la ne bara jorje. Go to the short mandala offering. The ground is spanking with the scented water, strewn with flowers. It is adorned with meadow, the spring mountain, the four continents, and the sun and the moon. As Buddha fell for it, may all sentient beings attain the happiness of Buddha first. To the Lama who possesses the Tirikayas, I offer water in the sacred offerings. With my body, worth, and all that is visible, please grant me the supreme realization enlightenment. Whatever merit I have gathered through prostrations, offerings, confession, rejoicing, beseeching, and praying for sake of all enlightenment of all sentient beings, all this I dedicate. Om Guru Rinala Mandala Punza Manga Samandra Savarin Samaya Hom. Equal refuge, ornament of the world. Your fame provides the 3,000 worlds. You are the waiter, Vajradhara with wardrobe. I bow at the feet of Father Jitin Songgo. Continue laughing of no one but you. Compassionate one grant your blessings. Dispel the darkness that surrounds my heart. Please bless me so that I can realize and liberate nature of mind. Please turn the way of profound turn of the Dharma of the two vehicles and their combination according to disposition and likewise the mental capacity of sentient beings. So now we go to Manjushri, long press to Manjushri, page 32, the Deity Yoga Sadhana. His wisdom is brilliant like the sun, free of the clouds of troubles, and perceives the various steps of knowledge in the true nature. For this reason, he holds the wisdom text at his heart. He has compassion for all beings who suffer from the darkness of ignorance in the prison of samsara as a father for only son. Like a thunderclap, he awakens those who are sleeping in ignorance and losing the charm of karma through the 60 branch of Haramana's speech. He wears the wisdom silver to cut the settling of suffering and to dispel the darkness of confusion. In the Bodhisattva form, he is pure from beginningless time, fully accomplished in the 10 levels and perfect in the body of all knowledge. Supplicate you, Manjushri, adorned by the 112 son of Buddha, to dispel the darkness of my ignorance. Om Arapata Nade, 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 Om Arapata Nade. Om Arabazana de 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 Om Arabazana de. You who are the perfect, youthful body, whose flame of wisdom blazes, and dispel the darkness of worldly ignorance, are positive before you and press to Manjushri. Okay, so now we go to the Vajrasattva sadhana. Sadhana of glorious Vajrasattva, which purify all negativities and benefits self and others, called the wish-fulfilling givers, Therma revelation of H.H. Jimmy Pinto Rinpoche. going to do the refuge. Namo, from no until I reach for enlightenment, with intense faith and devotion, I take refuge in Guru Varjasawa, the Lord of oceans of Buddhas and mandalas. Namo, from no until I reach for enlightenment, with intense faith and devotion, I take refuge in Guru Varjasawa, the Lord of the oceans of Buddhas and mandalas. Namo Dene Sancho Nyimpe Par Re Dan Jin Goro Jamsi Da Lama Dorje Sempa La Yichi Debe Jabsen Che. To liberate from samsaric suffering all mother sentient beings, so as in number that they fill space itself, and to bring them to the state of a permanent happiness. I shall diligently engage my three doors, body, speech, and mind, in virtuous deeds, and never depart from the path of enlightenment. To liberate from samsaric suffering all mother sentient beings, so as number that they fill space itself, and to bring them to state of permanent happiness. I shall diligently engage my three doors, body, speech, and mind, in virtuous deeds, and never depart from path of enlightenment. Tibetan Kanyam Drowan Tada King Dendi Sala O Yong Sir Linga Ye Zumba King Sancho Lam Dang Dharma Za. In front of oneself amidst auction clothes of various offerings, upping a white lotus and a monk cushion, sees the Lord of all Buddhas Vajrasattva as pure white as the waxing moon. He has one face and two hands. The right raises a dorje to his heart. The left holds a bear at his waist. Adorned with the Sambhona Kaya ornaments, he sits cross-legged in the Vajra position, radiating wisdom light, which provides the 10 directions. Thus, vividly visualize with a clear, pure mind. Allah San Guru Varjasawa, do not go back on your word. I beseech you to hold me and all beings, destitute to like me, with your compassion. All negativities and transgressions committed through my three doors, in all my lifetimes without the beginning, which are like deadly poison I have taken, I expose and confess with intense remorse and regret. From now on, even at the cost of my life, I will never commit any improper deeds. Please look upon us with your compassion eyes. Bestow the relief of liberation with your gentle hand. May all deteriorations and transgressions of Samaya, my own and all beings, be purified, and may all the supreme and the common cities be accomplished at this very moment. Om Benza Sato Hong. Tibetan we can chant after finish teaching again. Om Benza Sato Hong, 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 Om Benza Sato Hong. Om Benza Sato Hong, 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 Om Benza Sato Hong. Om Benza Sato Hong, 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 Om Benza Sato Hong. Om Benza Sato Hong, Om Benza Sato Hong, Om Benza Sato Hong, Om Benza Sato Hong, Om Benza Sato Hong. So you can chant the Vajrasattva mantra silently, or you just stay meditating, listening, teaching. Either way is okay. I'm going to share here meditation teaching. Tamge doje shaje reisen chong yin je me de de je bong jong ba ser je len bo da ver ji be ge sha je jar be sha la ge san ze Dor jin chan jin de lo na ro dang mar bai me lai chi je gan bo ba pa mo zhe bai jar wai de gong be ga ju la ma nam lai so ran de ro men chi je yin je bo dang ni de song san je gen je ngo wo nye ran sen chi ge ngong song dong ze be za we la me ya la zo wan de. Okay, good morning everyone. You ready to receive meditation teaching? So we can call meditation teaching is always a meditation. Okay, so now many beings already liberated. Yesterday we have a 260 or 70 something. It's almost 200 is missing today. Due to the maybe time schedule, right? Could be.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, so today we are
starting verse 16 on page 7.
This one has no page numbers. Also loose pages. That's why it's harder to find. So Amazon. Okay, so we are in the husk, is like words of speculative, right? Here?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Yeah, so yesterday we shared here is most important is that our nature is uncompounded, not dependent. Actually, mean point is always there. The problems we don't recognize due to our obscurations. So no, the wishing supplication to Manjushri, may we become to see what is and always has been within always being with us. So we wanted to, with supplication to Manjushri, want to, recognize our own nature. So the recognize our own nature, yesterday also I shared with you, and this Guru's blessing through our accumulation merit, devotion. So this kind of many conditions have to come together. And then when you meditate, so you cannot use these things. Means like intellectual, investigating, analyze. So that's all is like have to let go. Otherwise, that also create obstacle. Ask like words of speculative ideas lead only to delusion. See, if you use words, get more delusion, because words is dualistic words. We don't have non-dualistic words, right? The meditation is non-dualistic. The whatever you talk, speech, analytical or intellectual is dualistic. So become all delusion. Is words cannot, show the true nature. So that's why when you meditate, let go the intellectual, like investigating, you think, oh, this is correct. this is correct. I recognize my nature. It's you're making your own decision. That's also delusion, dualistic, right? Don't make your own decisions. So you can get something, own experience, like you no dropped understanding, but no words. And then that means like you're almost in there. You kind of get in there. So you're making decisions yourself, and then you using the words and investigating, it's become far, far from the reality, nature, truth, the absolute truth. However, they are expressed, they entangle us in thought. Let us practice instead the heart perform instructions. They are no longer offer us 1 minute instructions. So then I say, which arise not from scripture but are intuitively known. It's harder to read, so this word is not familiar for me, so sorry about. Anyway, we have the translation, this book, so you can read. So also yesterday I tell you that this sentence is like English, Tibetan is sometimes not go together. That also makes it harder too. So anyway, here, however, they are expressed, whatever we talk, they integrate us in thoughts. So all is become thoughts, because words is like without the thoughts, you cannot talk, right? So you put the words telling the truth, something, sharing that, but also it's delusion. I mean, it's become create delusion, thoughts, as in thoughts. It's this section. So we don't really recognize who's a realizer, who is a kind of a good talker. Okay. So realizers also have to talk, but main point they really cannot show too. They're knows, but they're more harder to share, because the absolute truth is beyond the words. They put the words cannot really, hit to the meaning. Same as like arrow shoot in the sky. So you cannot measurement, and like that, very hard to share the truth. So someone is a good talker, they think they're talking is correctly, but actually mean point is not. Do you understand what I mean? Good talker means no realizers. Same as me. Is I talk, but I don't have realized. so talks, but I thought I talked. Actually, not possible to really can get in that meaning. So that's only the realizer recognize, words not can share that. But good talkers think I already share, I already talked, true nature, but actually not possible. So that's the reason we don't recognize who's a good talker, who's a realizer. Sometimes a good talker is a more better talker, talk than realizers in this kind of case too. So then realizer sometimes don't have to talk much, but you can feel, that is through the blessing. So that's the reason is when you receive this kind of teaching, always visualize the guru, realizers, and ask them blessing. Then they're really helpful. Okay, so as in thought. Then let us practice instead the heart perform instructions. So we have to meditate, just have to practice, follow the words, no choice. Follow the words and like just go through follow the words means not stuck with the words, but understanding meaning, have to meditate. And also supplication to guru, and create accumulation merit, and then which arise not from scripture means actually this natural reality is not really come from the scripture writing. That means like the true nature cannot write down in the paper to share for someone. So you know, so like when Telopa he given Naropa in this instruction, he just hit the shoes in his head, right? And he told him, "Is I cannot show you." So you have to recognize your own nature. You have to wake up yourself. It's nothing to show there, you know, nothing to show, nothing to point in there. So that means like Telopa not he don't have ability to show. He has if something can show, he has ability to show that, but nothing to show there. So then the problem is, you know, students wanted to teacher show something, you know, true nature show something. It's relatively nothing to show there. And that's why, see, this is good with the instruction, you know. So teacher hit the, you know, shoes for the heads, is he waking up? And same like that, you know, like sometimes this area, so recognize own nature means like deep sleeping. Suddenly you wake up, no any thoughts. So that's also like saying it's a telopa hit the shoes, you know. So waking up, that time also have a kind of a reality nature is arising. That kind of situations like we get many, you know, 24-hour times get many situations, but we don't recognize. So we don't know like when we get that situation, you know, kind of like connections, waking up nature. So the main point is nothing to show. So then also meditators, nothing to see there. Nothing seeing is you seeing. You don't have to recognize anything in the nothing recognize is you recognize, okay? So that kind of way you have to understand the absolute truth. Then our problem is, here Mapang Rinpoche is sharing very clearly, the minds of a perceiver and perceived is essentially deluded. See, perceiver and perceived, no subject, no object there, but we always have subject and object. That is like essentially deluded. And you, when you meditate, you have a subject object, is not that time you're not in the natural state. So when you study, also always like we follow by this perceiver and perceived is essentially that's also deluded. No matter what is focused, it never accord with how things are. See, whatever we use your subject and object investigate, use intellectual thoughts, then it never accords with how things are, never even close to the nature. So nature is have to let go all this perceiver and perceived. And also we have to let go all the thoughts, like see the subject and the object, otherwise not get into the nature. The reason is like you have the perceiver and the perceived, that is called consciousness. You know, nature mind is no consciousness. So that's why here, maybe attain the Buddhahood of definitively reality, their nature wisdom kaya that does not derive from mind. See, the nature is not mind. The mind here is a mind is a dualistic mind. Nature is non-dualistic. So usually we could also say like, you know, consciousness. I think Tibet is called Sem. Sem means like thinking, subject and object. It has a receiver and a perceived. So that is called same. Same means mind. And then that is a dualistic, right? Dualistic view. So that is a deluded. So then what is the nature wisdom kaya is? Nature wisdom kaya is free from dualistic. There is not receiver and perceiver, free from that. So that is called nature wisdom kaya. Then this section is very hard to understand too. So like you think about, oh, is mine is not nature wisdom kaya. Then which is nature wisdom kaya? Also, you leave the mind, you cannot find nature wisdom kaya too. So ordinary, when we are ordinary, you know, this dualistic view, when we have that subject and object, is called mind. We are free from that. That term is called nature wisdom kaya. So there's a, you know, like example, this is a cup. For us, is seeing is a cup. But then some realizers who has realized emptiness, they're seeing this cup is emptiness. So different perception there. So like that, for ordinary people is called mind. Realizer is called the nature wisdom kaya. Actually, this ordinary mind, that is nature wisdom kaya. But ordinary mind is deluded. So when you free from delusion, then that term is called, we don't call the mind, we call nature wisdom kaya. Make sense? Okay. Within the all providing space of Rigpa, empty and awareness. So then nature wisdom kaya is also like, see, that more explained within the all providing space of Rigpa, empty and awareness. Every phenomena is subsumed into this nature wisdom kaya, because everything is emptiness. So the one thing is in this teaching today I'm sharing with you is really, really good. I mean that this whole teaching I'm talking about, not right now I'm sharing this only the verses, but just the whole thing. This teaching is wonderful. The reason is Mapam Rinpoche is a very high scholar, you know, very famous scholar, and then he also realizer. So his sharing teaching is like really makes sense and perfect. Is like better than someone just yogi realizer, no philosopher. You know, sometimes like yogi realizer saying words is like good, but it's like when you really follow by one, it's like words is like not easy to share and like kind of not follow correctly. So there are kind of many yogis. Some yogis has realized, but no good talkers. They don't know how to share the teaching, how to talk. That's why when they put in the words, not really great. So Mapam Rinpoche is in Tibet, very famous scholar. In the Nyima tradition, he is the number one of the scholar. And then, of course, his teaching is really similar to Jigten Sunggun. That's I thought, you know, I have very strong devotion to Mapam, and Jigten Sunggun too is very similar, the teaching also. I have lots the received teaching from Mapam, his teachings. When I study Mayaminka, so mostly I use his, you know, the teaching. I mean, the receiving his teachings. So example, he has Way of Bodhisattva's wisdom chapter has commentary. He didn't have a whole thing wisdom like Way of Bodhisattva. He has only wisdom chapter has commentary. That one I received many times, like almost like 10 times. So that really helped me to understand the Maya Minka teaching. And also then he has Wuma Jin is like middleway ornament part, something like come from, its root text is come from Shinta Rakita. You know, the who's with Pema Sambhava in Tibet, the spirit of the Dharma. So Tibet is called Kenshin Shiwanso. And he has middleway teaching, root text. Mapam Rinpoche, he wrote commentary for that. It's called, Tibet is called Umaji. I received that many times. And I shared that teaching in the Sheda is like many times. So that's really helpful understanding, you know, the Maya Minka teachings, these all different philosophy levels. So, you know, Mapam Rinpoche, his teaching is like followed by this sutras, Maya Minka, and Mahamudra Dzogchen. They all is like he going to putting together. Is using like kind of logically and putting together. It's very beautiful. So this word is not only in the Dzogchen, also Maya Minka. First, of course, we have to follow by step, investigate, study, use analytical and intellectual meditations. Then get into the true nature. Maya Minka also exactly said this way. When you're in the meditation, let go, let go all the intellectual. So think about when you're going to build the house, so you have to investigate everything, right? First, you look to the place, the land, okay? So, okay, I want to buy this land. I like this one. You have to investigate that because the land is okay, water, many things, you know, your birdhouse is a great place. You have to check that. And then you have to draw all the architecture, you know, planting, which kind of house you're going to create. So then you have to think about all the what material you need. That's all is called intellectual on the part, engaging, you know, part. Then you already get a house, build the house completely. Then you just enjoy the why you're going to thinking about no, it's go back to land, you know, like, right? So investigate and the house architecture. So that all is let go. Then that time is no need to do thing about that. You just whatever you have, that use that, enjoy that. So that kind of, you know, this is already you have, no? So you have to be in the present and the joy. That's it. Don't have to think about a lot. It's already did hardship done. So it's result, you know, this is a result teaching. That's why I see actually everything phenomena is subsumed to the emptiness. So it's the same as Maya Minka say, within the all providing space of our Rikpa, empty and ever. So Rikpa is Dzogchen usually words. Empty nature is usually Maya Minka use. So then nature ma is like see the Mahamudra use, like become this great Maya Minka, great Mahamudra, great Dzogchen is one, it's the same in that state, not separate. All things are equal and in this single perfect sphere. So then in this absolute nature, everything's the same, everything's oneness, no many. So then all the Buddhas is one. Okay, all sentient beings is one nature, no separate. Same nature, one. So all the phenomena is subsumed into that category, no separate. All things are equal in this single perfect sphere. There are no longings of fears for samsara or nirvana. They all like we are free from fears from samsara or nirvana, means we don't have to think about I wanted to free from samsara. I wanted to be in nirvana. So you don't have two there, you know. Samsara and nirvana is become one, not separate. So no, of course, like we are in the relative truth, we have this dualistic, we are in the delusion state. So we have, of course, we have the fear samsara, we desire to nirvana because we are on the path. But also, you can be like 1 hour can be in the path, in the nirvana, in the natural state. Like, see, that is all the meditation follow. Yeah. So when you're in the meditation, so you don't have to think about, no, I'm in the meditation, nirvana. You don't have to think about, I'm free from samsara. So then you think about, oh, I'm really fear samsara, I want to be in nirvana. When in the meditation, you cannot think that. You must be let go all these fears. Our case, we have followed this every day, because example, you're going to practice 1 hour. So you have to like create everything. Within, maybe example, you're going to practice 1 hour, 20 minutes, you are on the path. Then maybe 40 minutes, you are in the result. Then go back to again samsara reality in the ground, you know. Do you understand? So what are we doing? You cannot, here is like confused, you know, sometimes a misunderstanding. Like here it says like you don't have to fear for samsara, or nirvana means like, oh, we don't have to think about the fear samsara. That is only talking about when you are in the meditation. Of course, like we are going to back to the post meditation, we have to fear samsara, we have to think about the nirvana, we wanted to become enlightenment. So we have to follow in the path. That time we must be in the path. So we maybe capture this stronghold of unlocated dharmakaya. So this is aspiration to, you know, absolute truth. Like maybe capture this stronghold of unlocated dharmakaya. Unlocated is like empty nature, so it's like same as the unborn dharmakaya. Then whatever we perceive as the body or as object of the senses, it's like defective vision, appearing through the force of thoughts alone, by means of the nature readings of great non-conceptual wisdom, may all be purified into the original space of phenomena exhaustion. Exhaustion, exhaustion or exhaustion. Okay. I think I did it correctly, so no one say anything. So see, this also, yes, you can see Mapam Rinpoche is the philosopher. That's why he sharing this way, you know. Whatever we perceive as the body or as subject of senses. So subject and object. And body and senses, you know. Object of senses. It's like defective vision. So that's all is like defective vision. Apparent. The force of thoughts alone. This word is like we use a lot in the when share the Mayamika teaching. Mayamika teaching, so its main point is like, you know, it's intellectual, analyzedly, like showing the emptiness, absolute truth. So then Mayamika teaching says whatever appear to these forms, object is the same, is like a defective vision. Appearance thoughts, the force of thoughts alone, by means of natural readings of great non-conceptual wisdom. So this appear is like not is exist there. What the main point is, we're seeing these forms, and with our the senses, that's all is not exist. Mean point not exist, or is emptiness. Same is like defective vision. It's defective vision is a sometimes like your eye can see something in the your going on in the close your eyes going on something, but you really don't have anything there, but it's due to your eye, problem, something going on. So like that, long as we have this strong dualistic, karmic imprints, that's why this appear to all these defectively forms. But actually reality not exist, or is emptiness. So then by means of the natural radiance of grace, non-conceptual wisdom, true is non-conceptual wisdom. So may we all be purified into original space. Every phenomena in transform into the space of phenomena exhaustion. At that time, we gain the automatic unobstructed fruition. And with a wisdom, Buddha formed as vast and limitless as the sky. Become wish granting givers, providing benefit and happiness to beings everywhere throughout the whole infinite of space and time. See, this one is the, I think, last verses in this teaching. At that time means like when we are in the natural state, and that time, so we realize in the natural state, all this like, may all be purified into the original space. And original space in that time, may we gain the automatic unobstructed fruition. So that time, then we are really into the nature absolute is a fruition state, unobstructed fruition. So in this teaching, followed by 3 different levels: ground, path, and result. So now it's going to share this result. It is called result. The result is maybe gained automatic unobstructed fruition, and with a wisdom Buddha as vast and limitless as the sky. So then become with the grant and givers. So that is like same as with the grant and givers, providing benefits and happiness. So long as we have realized, recognized there is absolute truth. So then we are same as become, we get the wish fulfilling granted giver. So that is the absolute truth, wish fulfilling giver. That's providing benefit and happiness. So that is the like absolute truth happiness. We are free from then samsara. Then we can also help many other beings too. So on the path, example, you practice Manjushri, your wisdom is become Manjushri, benefit others. Your on the path, you practice Chenrezig compassion, that result is like become Chenrezig, is benefit others from body. And then you practice Vajrapane on the path. So power, Buddha's power, and subdue all the negativities, and reduce the, all the obstacles, purify obstacles, like follow the path. And then that's like, or it's become power of Vajrapane benefit for others. So we have become providing benefit or happiness, same as wish fulfilling giver. So we have become like, see, our qualities appear to Vajrapane, Chenrezig, Manjushri, benefit for others. So when we have become Buddhas, we are inseparable with these 3 bodhisattvas, form body. So that is providing benefit and happiness to beings everywhere. So this is the dedication to beings everywhere throughout the whole infinity of space and time. So we wishing all beings like free from samsara and realize the absolute true nature. Then this Mapam Rinpoche, he wrote this teaching. So it's when he wrote, why he wrote this teaching, this information, whose publication to him. This was composed at the behest of the behest of the Reverend Lady Dechong Yishuamo. So her name is Dechong Yishuamo. She recalls to the Mapam Rinpoche, who is universally renowned as an emanation of the wisdom Dakini Varja Varahi. So she is the Varja Varahi's emanation. This Dechong Yishuamo is, I don't know who is exactly. So the Mapam Rinpoche, he says she is the Varja Yogini's emanation. So also we can say she is the Archie's emanation too. And who on the favorable date of the 4th day of the 3rd month of the fire draw year, 1886. So that year, and he wrote like maybe 200 years ago, right? Or 100 years ago, 1886. How many years ago he wrote this one?
130.
Huh?
130.
130 years ago, okay. So yeah, Mapam Rinpoche, he passed away is like maybe not yet still 100 years. So he passed away is maybe 90, 80s, 90s, 100 between something there. Could be 100, so not too long. So offer on auspicious silken scarf and the preciously ornamented crystal rosary. So she offered this Mapam Rinpoche with this as the condition. So that is the conditions are the one known as Mapam Jumper. His name, Jampar or Usar Dorje, Mapam Jampar, Mapam Jampar Jeep Usar Dorje. So that's all his name. Sometimes they call his name like long one way, it's that way. Wrote this prayer, complete it on the very same day. So when he offered this kata and crystal mala, that same day he wrote, I think, mostly, right? It wrote the prayer, complete it on the very same day through the virtue of expressing whatever naturally arose in my mind. So he didn't look to others, like teachings. Means like sometimes we compose the books, the teaching, so you have to read other commentaries, and then you have to create, like compound it together many ideas. So he didn't did it that way. So he arises his in mind independently and in the unique terminology of the great perfection system. May all beings attain the level of the promoter, protector, Manjushri, the very youthful. So then he wrote this. So also supplication to everyone is become Manjushri. The reason is his Yadam date is Manjushri. So then that is his prayer and supplication, dedication also. So then we have a short, here is another short information. So this is just generally Vajrayana teachings, benefits, and the talk about Vajrayana teachings, how important. Merely hearing this is sure to bring liberation. See, Dzogchen, Mahamudra, this Vajrayana teachings, if you hear these teachings, is hearing, this is sure to bring liberation. Even you know practice actually, if you have hearing these teachings, your life is one day going to end samsara. Not one lifetime, okay? One lifetime not possible if you hearing only, no practice. I think this, the point is like, if you hear the Mahamudra Dzogchen teachings, you have a strong devotion. If you don't have, like transgressing your vows and samaya, then anyway, your samsara is going to end. Okay, so one day, maybe couple lifetimes, or maybe 7 lifetimes. So sometimes they say 15 lifetimes. So you cannot have to go more longer than that. So that's actually, even 15 lifetimes, very short comparing to we already been. How many reborn we are in the samsara cannot count. So that's why it's like you receive this teaching, have opportunity, is have to like yourself, like kind of like, have appreciate ourselves and kept, devotion and much ever we can practice. That's the most important way. Thus Vajradhara press the spring of a path. So that is the Vajradhara path, press the spring of a path. Vajrayana's path is like, even you hearing this teaching is you can liberate. Then what need is there's to mention holding it in mind. Then someone who really practice, then that is like the no cautions. Main point is no cautions liberate. Someone only hear the teaching, even they don't put effort to practice, that person has opportunity to liberate. Someone practice, meditate, then that person is no caution, beyond the caution. Means like maybe one lifetime liberate. What need is there to mention holding it in mind? May the truth of Dharmata safely bring liberation. See, it's like safely, quickly, that person is liberation. So when it is difficult for students to follow effortless way hackers, so the hard to, benefit the sutra way hackers, next generation time. So that's the reason next generation time, the Vajrayana teaching is powerful and suitable for next generation time people, like strong emotion time. So that's the reason, here is like when it is difficult for student to follow effort, best way hacker is like Sutrayana tradition. Okay, we don't have much time to do that following, especially lay people. Lay practitioners really suit for the Vajrayana teaching, because you have to follow by the worldly things as keep the family together, and have to keep the jobs all this together. So then if you go to the Sutra tradition, you have to join the monastery. So they have to learn this step by step, everything. The debating also like, take long time. Gelo tradition, before you receive the philosophy teaching, only practice the debating logic 3 years. So that is like, they think that's so important, but I thought it's like wasting time lots. 3 years, they don't teach actually Dharma and kind of usually. So then they say, okay, this is the white color. So this is the yellow color, they talk about all the debating with the colors. So take long time, and then this is the cup, okay, this is the table. So then that talk about this using the logic, training the whole to use the logic, use the colors and this the cup and the west, west, and that kind of things, like then debating like 3 years, it's too long. Then come into the teaching like so philosophy example, then go into the Maya Minka teaching. So we share in the Kaju Sheda, we share Maya Minka teaching 1 year course. The Gelok tradition 3 years course. Okay, so then go to the sutra is a perfection of Panja Paramita, the wrote by the Buddha Maitreya. There's one, is a the homage to, Buddha, homage to Buddha, supplication, homage to Buddha. That takes 1 year to study, only homage to Buddha, 1 year study, debating. Then you go into the really mean teaching, it takes 3 years. So 25 years, you study all these philosophies. 25 years, take time to go step by step. It's too long. Then you go to Vajrayana teaching only. But you still don't have any practice Yedam deities much, really. So it's a really long path, I think. The Kaju tradition, Nyima tradition is like more shorter way than that. Sacha also similar to Kaju and the Nyima. So we share this Panja Paramita. The text is like just that teaching 2 months. Finish one whole teaching, like the book is 2 months. Actually, have only root text is like 30-40 pages only, like maybe not 30-40 pages, maybe 25-30 between pages root text. So then just finish like example like 2 months, 3 months. So no need to go 3 years. So that's where it's then think about the Vajrayana teaching is more shorter than that way. So go directly root. I mean the fruition, go directly fruition. That's why Vajrayana teaching is a fruition. Sutra tradition is a cost. Cost is a Sutra tradition. Vajrayana teaching is a result. So now we go directly result. So also this Vajrayana teaching is really suited for the lay practitioners. And then Vajrayana teaching is really strongly, affected to the emotion. Main point is like you really can transform the emotions. So that's our reason. It's exactly what it says is true. What needs is that to mention, holding it in mind, it made the true of Dharmata safely bring liberation. When it is difficult for students to follow effort beside the vehicles, the teachings of Samandabhada's wisdom mind will arise. You see, also Buddha prophesies, kind of he prophesies future generation time. This sutra vehicles harder to benefit other beings. This Vajrayana teaching is arise. This Vajrayana teachings will arise is generation time is more benefit, more effective for generation time. So there's the teaching of Samandabhada's wisdom. So usually, this Nyima tradition says Samandabhada's wisdom. What the Kaju tradition says the teaching of Vajradhara's wisdom mind where arise. So the same meaning, like you have to understand just how to use the words different ways. May these essential teachings press in such statements. May these essential teachings, you see, that's Vajrayana essential teachings, press in such statements. So now is this also for dedication, provide the whole universe, spreading everywhere, far and wide. So this Vajrayana teaching is looks like what Buddha says. It's also log truth, because some country already been Buddhist too long time, like tradition. So they don't accept easily Vajrayana teaching. Then no, it's like new Dharma is going to spread out to other new countries. Very easily follow the Vajrayana teaching. They accept very easy. That means like Vajrayana teaching is ready to spread out the other countries, and ready to come to benefit like next generation from other beings. So the Pema Sambhava also said that like future next generation from Vajrayana teaching is more spread out whole world and benefit more other beings comparing to Sutra tradition. So it's really good for the lay practitioner, because due to the time and the next generation time, like we don't have much time to study or to investigate, to go through, right? Of course, like we much of our time, sometimes we just study, also good to you understand the different levels, but we cannot take too long. Same is like 3 years debating before going to the the teaching. You really get the Dharma teaching. So then you go to step by step, very long. But they're also in the actually Tibetan tradition. There are other like country, so they follow always auto level practice too long, all the time, whole life. Not really go into the inner level and the essence of the practice of Dharma. So that is also some is like due to already culture is not easy to accept the fruition Vajrayana teaching. So no, it's due to the time and like the Vajrayana teachings feature spread out, many beings benefit. Buddha said it's exactly kind of happening, because used to Dharma is like not spread all the world. And where is the Dharma? Always be there, but because we know it's like teachers always there, they don't traveling. Usually the country, the people harder to traveling, right? Cannot get other countries. So now it's like almost one whole world is one country. So then easy to share the teachings too. Okay, so now that we finished the Vajrayana, this the Manjushri, absolute truth, Dzogchen Manjushri teaching. So now we go to the Vajrasava teaching, and I'm going to do this transmission and also share the teaching. First, I'm going to do the transmission. Pardi Dorje Sambala Dine the Dev Junye Dunya Dev Davji Mengas in Damana Shizawa Yosa Jamdon and then Sanju, Nibiba, Reda Chimba Jazeda, Lama Dorje Sambala, Yichi Devejas in Kanyan Rowan Take. In the Salawons, Linga Yizumbagan, Sanjolana Ramazalins and Lachine are on the Chiri, Jamsavi, Pegadawa, the Rende Dorjes and Casa Java Devana, Yartizani Torana, Longiches of Jiron. Jesus of Jiron, Daming Lambersa, Chima, Lama, Dorjes and Yatamjan, and Nazina, do Jesus and the Marzu. Tomi tin da wara da lenga ije de dona jida kodo to zona no nyura bendo jija sinje sola baje ja me lena me jina zama jije sun dola nyani sa ko yo da sanji tam jije kam sai nyam ja gen da jen jota mong ro gen da dan yedan ro ban zo ji sono je to to sa ko ne om da sa da om ban da je de na sa ba da sa nyam ba sa ju ro sa ma ya dan mo da ji sa ngo ne hong du du so gen da len ro to ngo gen ja do je sa ma ya ko mo ju da ba jo on kana ko ye jina da ha je ro war zo de to je ma da mi bi so ba da shi jo ji ma da me la da Sombe se ju jalan kamal oni somi mere badang rekam da basale shawada lava demi zaron jege ba jorje jolo ji dong go ja ding je gup jup deng lo da wa yibesi jup deng lo da sar ye nyino jano ye do dong so som ja dong ba yo da sen de sam de dong dong nyo de bang ba sa de wa jin so ran kam mi ji kan sa ji ba de som ge ba do ji kin ji dong lo jo ba chen ji mi so je la rong ji de gen den tre je de bong ge da je ge wo So this sadhana is called the glorious Vajrasattva, which purify all negativity and benefits self and other. The wish fulfilling givers, thermal revelation of H.H. Jimmy Pingso Rinpoche. So it's a Khenpo Jimmy Pingso, he revealed this sadhana. And then that is the name of this Vajrasattva. It's a refuge, so go refuge to the Namo from all enter reach for enlightenment. Take refuge to enter Buddhahood with intense faith and devotion. So when we take refuge, we need, good intense with devotion. So take, long as you have devotion, take refuge is more powerful and benefit. It's also actually, take refuge actually means like sometimes we take refuge, no devotion, so taking refuge. So that kind of refuge is almost kind of words, not much like, have benefits. When you take really refuge, it's like must have to have a devotion to Vajrasattva, must have to very strong devotion to Vajrasattva, take refuge. Then take refuge Vajrasattva, the Lord of the ocean of Buddha and the mandalas. So we taking refuge Vajrasattva mandala. After it's called generating bodhicitta. So generation bodhicitta to liberate from samsaric suffering all mother sentient beings as well as in number that their first space is self. All the sentient beings, mother sentient beings, and to bring them to the state of permanent happiness. We're taking them permanent happiness. I share diligently engage in my three doors, body, speech, mind in virtuous deeds. So we're doing practice like to put effort, our body, speech, mind, put effort for Dharma, to want to benefit all these mother sentient beings. And never depart from the path of enlightenment. So always like whatever we do, our body, speech, mind, follow the Dharma. So that's the, never depart from the path of enlightenment. Then we're going to do the meditation, generating the deity. So this section is followed by the 4 different levels power. Vajrasattva practice is followed by 4 powers. The those like this first one is the power of object. So power of object is Vajrasattva. We have to visualize the Vajrasattva. That is called power of objects. In front of oneself, image ocean clothes of various offerings. So visualize many different kind of offerings. Upping a white lotus and a moon cushion, sees the Lord of Buddha's Vajrasattva as pure white as the waxing moon. So Vajrasattva, his color is white color. He has 1 face and 2 hands. The right raises a dorje to his heart. The left holds a bear at his waist. Adorned with the Sambhona Kaya ornament, he sits cross-legged in the Vajra position. So then his body is like radiating wisdom lake, which provides the 10 directions. Thus, vividly visualize with a clear, pure mind. So we visualize clearly in our mind. So that is we visualizing Vajrasattva. Clearly, we visualize Vajrasattva in front of us. So then we ask Vajrasattva. Chima means like Allah San Guru. So we calling him, ask him to help. Vajrasattva, do not go back in your world. I beseech you. So Vajrasattva, he has, commitment, like kind of, he also, he has on your, what to say, the Vajrasattva, he has like kind of, he has very strong aspiration aspiring bodhicitta and engaging bodhicitta. So his aspiring bodhicitta is, I want to help beings purify negative karma. So who practice me, I want to help them purify karma. So that's why each this Buddha auto level has different aspects power. So Vajrasattva is a confession Buddha. We visualize Vajrasattva is all the Buddha's power of confession is Vajrasattva. And all the Buddhas say power is Vajrapane. So we also have Vajrapane empowerment teachings. Gachi Rinpoche going to do like in the, I think next month, right? It's Vancouver, so Canada Gachi Meditation Center hosting. We have opportunity to receive Vajrapane teaching. So that's also very good. In the next generation time, we have so much obscurations, and you know, due to our actually emotions. So we practice Vajrasattva, remove obstacles, negative deeds. And so here is Vajrapane, sorry, that is Vajrapane. So Vajrasattva is also, see here, is her aspirations to purify our karma. So that's why we say, Allah Guru Vajrasattva, do not go back on your word, I beseech you. To hold me and all beings destitute like me. So we think about like here says, ask Vajrasattva, please help me, you know, purify my karma. And all beings destitute like me, like same as me, and all these beings are stuck in samsara suffering. So we have to think about that way, you know, destitute like me. Sometimes you read these words, maybe think I'm pushing down myself. So not like that. So we are, you know, stuck in samsara. No one has independent, because it's 100% our emotion controlled us, our karma controlled us. So that's why we are stuck in samsara. No, we don't have freedom. So same as us, all these sentient beings too, destitute like me. With your compassion, so as Vajrasattva, your compassion, all negativity and transgressions committed through my three doors in all my lifetimes without the beginning, which are like deadly poison I have taken, I express and confess with intense remorse and regret. So that part is like, you know, first part is like visualize is a object of power of object, visualize Vajrasattva. Then this part is a power of regret. So power of regret. Then power of you know, remorse and regret. I think same, right? Remorse and regret is main point is the same. Yeah, this is a power of remorse, remorse and regret. So we think about ourselves like I'm beginning last time until no. So we did a negativity and the transgression committed through all my three doors in all my lifetimes without the beginning, which are like deadly poison I have taken. So now I press and confess with intense remorse and regret. So long as we have this kind of a regret power of regret, then can purify our karma. From now even at the cost of my level. So here is like regret and commitment, power of commitment. The third power. So first power is object. Visualize Vajrasattva. Vajrasattva is power of object. Then we have a power of regret. No power of commitment. This is the third power. It's from now on, even at the cost of my life, I will never commit any inappropriate deeds. Please look upon us with your compassionate eyes. Bestow the relief of liberation with your great hand. So then we practice, use these powers, practice Vajrasava, then Vajrasava, like smiling, he look us, visualize this, we have to visualize it. When you finish practice, like you visualize like Vajrasava is smiling, looking to us, like same is like mother, lovingly smiling child, look to mother loving to child like that way, because due to his compassion. And please look upon us with your compassion eyes. Bestow the relief of liberation with your gentle hand. Then Vajrasava put his hand is our crown, he said, gentle voice, son and daughters, you are free from obstacles. So we have to visualize that. This is Vajrasava practice is a little bit different than others. May all deteriorations and transgressions of Samaya, my own, then we recognize we all this, our deteriorations and transgression of Samaya, my own and all beings purified. So we have, when we practice this, we have to think about also all other mother sentient beings too together, purifying our karma, and also all these mother sentient beings karma is purifying. So we have to think about this, some lower realms like hair realm beings and hungry gods, animals, focus there also, we purify their all karma together. My own and all beings purify and
You're frozen, Khenpo, if you can hear this.
Everybody can wave at him.
sorry about I just get off due to that thing is internet. So looks like someone KO'd me. So we have many people, misunderstanding. You have to understand that sometimes you, due to your internet connections, also sometimes mistakes, like you fear like sometimes like someone KO'd, but not really KO'd anyone for you. Okay, some people like kind of sometimes like they're upset, but this is like due to many conditions happening. Okay, sometimes like mute also. So someone say, oh, they mute me, but actually sometimes we have to hosting have to mute because we don't have mind for, and we don't recognize what we're doing is like, hearing some others like have to mute. That's also, we have to appreciate who moved for us. Don't upset. So sometimes God get out from the, from your zone. So just have to go back again, try again, because maybe sometimes hosting has a problem. Sometimes
There is a problem today hosting Khenpo. The meeting's gone back, and so there's a lot of people that are locked out because it's set for only 100, and I don't know why. So if you get emails, that's a problem. Your talk is appropriate.
What happened today?
So the Zoom account, we pay for 1,000 to come into the room, but somehow it has reset to only 100 people. So when the meeting's over, I have to go in and reset it, but I can't do it during the meeting.
Wow, so that's why I see something wrong,
Yeah.
because reason
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
wow.
so Deb and I are emailing people.
Okay. So see, that's a kind of, sometimes like happening because due to these conditions. So we have to understand and have to practice patience too. So anyway, like that kind of happening, don't upset. So I cannot upset this hosting that didn't mean about only 100 today, right? It's don't recognize because like become just happening like that. Setting is goes like change something. So okay, so now we have to chant Vajrasattva mantra here and practice Vajrasattva mantra there. So that part is all is called the antidote, power of antidote. So power of antidote is beginning to end. This whole practice is we call power of antidote. The why is we call power of antidote is this practice is antidote to the emotion. So that's why I call power of antidote. Power of antidote is the practice of dharma. Chant the mantra, visualize, regret, commitments, all this comes together. It's called power of antidote. That practice antidote to negative deeds. So these four powers come together. Then beginningless time until now, we create no virtuous deeds are becoming purified. So this no virtuous deeds, we don't know when we did, like some reason, good karma, conditions, we reborn to the human body. We have connect dharma. So that's also, we have something, good things happening past life, but we carry so much karma with us because on beginning love terms means like countless love terms, karma is we carrying. So that's karma all we have to purify. The Vajrasattva practice is specifically antidote to purify karma. So also the Sheto deity Yadam practice, Sheto practice is main point, like main Yadam deity is also Vajrasattva too. So we create like this peaceful deities, wrathful deities visualize. Then also our service visualize is same as Vajrasattva. So that means like Vajrasattva is main point, main Yadam deity in the Sheto. Some rituals, Sheto has many different sadhanas. So some is only Vajrasattva practice, Sheto deity means Sheto practice. So some has all this peaceful, wrathful deities together, many different kind there. So Vajrasattva practice also part of the Sheto sadhana too, purifying karma. So then we chant this sadhana, and if you can chant the in this mantra Om Benza Sato Hong is 100,000 times. Use this sadhana, visualize, practice. So the Khenpo Jimmy Pinso, he promised, the person is reborn to Devachin, purify karma. So that is like easy, like actually if you not that difficult, 100,000 times, right? 400,000 times. 400,000 times, not 100. So 400,000 times. That's also possible to chant Om Benza Sato Hong, Om Benza Sato Hong. So then this Om Benza Sato Hong prayer, this practice is not any lineage specifically. This Vajrayana, just whole lineage is together. Practice. It doesn't matter you are belong to which lineage. So you can use this sadhana practice Vajrasattva. And 400,000 times chant, if you really meditate, put effort, also you fear yourself, like purifying karma. And some, practitioners in Tibet, they chant Vajrasattva long mantra 1 million times. That means like 100,000 times. So who chant 100,000 times, that practitioner there has their own experience, that there's recognize the purify karma and free from obstacles. They have the 100% confident. That kind they get, certainty, own experience. So 100,000 times required usually the like Hindu practice, Hindu sadhana. window is like the uncommon preliminary practice, sadhana, Tibetan tradition. So 100,000 Vajrasattva long mantra is required too, chant. So 100,000 mantra, the Om Benza Sato Samaya Manipalaya, the chant, but I don't know, there has like some specifically some, experience. Could be some has, but maybe some not, because when the practice time, some like only wanted to finish. Finish, your mind is not there. So many people chant like that way. Only just try to finish numbers, but finish 100,000 times, I don't think so that much effective. But just require means like 100,000 numbers. So people chant that. So good way is like, of course, like the 100,000 mantra, if you chant very fastly, 1 month, take 1 month to finish 100,000. That is like Tibetan tongue. So if you chant, it's like at least 3 months takes. Whole 3 months, like whole retreat. Example, you go retreat like morning to until evening, you chant. It at least take 3 months to finish 100,000 times. But His Holiness Chesang gave a suggestion a couple years ago. He told like, you go to 1 month Vajrasattva retreat, don't think about the number, do perfectly, correctly, then you can count. Say, I'm finished Vajrasattva practice. That is, I think, it's a very good suggestion. So you can keep that in your mind too. Okay. Then of course we have a like preliminary practice means many different there. So people always has questions. Preliminary practice is 4,000 meditation is a preliminary practice. That is like basic preliminary practice, 4,000 meditation. Then go to for this Tibetan tradition called uncommon preliminary practice, 100,000 post-station, 100,000 Vajrasattva long mantra, 100,000 refuge prayer, 100,000 Guru Yoga. So that kind of practice also, Guru Yoga, mandala offering, mandala offering 100,000. This is 4. So that's just generally all Tibetan Buddhism like that. But the Digong Kagyu tradition extra, okay, 100,000 Guru Yoga, 100,000 also the practice for the mind generation, the bodhicitta. So extras. Okay. So you don't have to feel pressure. I cannot do these things. Long as you really just much ever you can chant, let it be practice Vajrasattva and meditate, use short Om Benza Sato Hong correctly, it's great, that is all like just Tibetan tradition training for monks and the nuns, like give for them to do that. So you just practice like 4,000 meditation and chant this much ever when you get connections to practice Yadam Deity chant, practice much ever, and then meditate Mahamudra more, go into the true nature practice. That is the just next generation time. Okay, so then finish this mantra has like dedication, Hong, this Mary, which represents the merit accumulated through all the 3 times. So going to dedicate the welfare of all limitless living beings. May each safely achieve the enlightened state of Vajrasattva, or all appearance and pure as the ornament of the enlightened. So that is called prayer of auspiciousness. So all songs perfectly as the play of enlightened speech is mantra song. All thoughts are fully wrapping as the state of enlightened mind is like stay in the natural mind, chanting. May the splendor of Guru Vajrasattva fully endowed, blessed, auspicious. So then all appearance is Vajrasattva enlightening form body. So all songs is a mantra and then stay in the natural mind, chant the prayers. So that is the called Tiri Vajra recitation. Okay, so now here is the when is this come? Where is this come from? Sadhana on the 11th day of the 3rd month in the Firefox year. This arose by the power of a peerless Ngawang Lodi. Lodi is clear awareness. Ngawang Lodi is a Khenpo Jimmy Pinso's name. Ngawang Lodi is also name is like Manjushri. Just his Yadam deity also Manjushri. Clear awareness, and we record by the disciple to me. So his disciples to me. May he write down this sadhana. May there be virtue attaining on April 17th, 1997, according to the solar calendar. Anyone who properly recited the specified number of 6-syllable mantra Om Benza Sato Hong is a 6-syllable mantra, 400,000 will receive the benefits of having accumulated 30 billion recitations. Certainly all that you desire in this life will safely come to you, and in the future you will take birth in wherever pure realm you wish, such as Devachi. So that also says, see, anyone who properly recited the pacified number of, this is also you have to think about that words. Not only 400 chant mantra, right? So properly recited the specified number of means like you have to chant correctly and follow using the sadhana. Visualize these 4 powers. Not just chant like without visualization. Without visualization mantra, or actually also of course has a benefit. It's positive, but not that much benefit. Then you can reborn Devachin. They need to no drop of this. So should take this practice to heart. Signed by H.H. Jimmy Pinso in so same name, you know, Jimmy Pinso, Ngawang Lodi, Khenpo Jimmy Pinso, His Holiness Jimmy Pinso, they're all same name. In confirmation that he same person, the Minpong, the same person. That he and the son of 10,000 at Larong Monastery established this virtue. So he promised the, you know, take promise from the like 10,000 sangha from his front of him. So he told who chant this prayer, 400,000 practice correctly, that person can reborn to Devachi. He take promise that. Okay, so now we go to the do the mantra together. Om Benzara Sato Hong, 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 Om Benzara Sato Hong. So we chant the dedication together. Hong, this merit, which represented the merit accumulated through all the 3 terms, is dedicated to the welfare of all limitless living beings. May each safely achieve the enlightened state of Vajrasattva. Pray your auspiciousness. Om all appearance is pure as the ornament of the enlightened body. All sounds is perfectly as the play of enlightened speech. All thoughts are fully wrapping as the state of enlightened mind. May the splendor Guru Vajrasattva fully adorned by, blessed auspiciously. Om Mane Padme Hum, Om Mane Padme Hum, Om mane beme hong, 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 mane beme hong. So now we can take questions. If you have questions.
Yes, yeah. Which I have a little question about this.
Okay.
On this Vajrasattva sadhana, when we recite the mantra, we just visualize Buddha's Vajrasattva picture only. No need to visualize anything else, right?
Yes.
Okay. It's so simple, right? That's why I'm wondering. Yeah.
Yeah. Simple is great.
Yeah, that's good.
All the Buddhas subsumed into Vajrasattva that time.
Yeah. We don't need to visualize the next star come to our head and purify all the chakra. No need to.
That's you can do. Yes, that part is also you can do purify like this Vajrasattva, throw nectar.
Yeah. Like the Longchen Yingtik, they do all the things.
So,
but here
we have
not mentioned about that.
This one no mention about that. That's when you going to chant the Vajrasattva mantra. So then that time, the mantra is rotating in your heart also. Visualize Vajrasattva yourself also. Yourself also Vajrasattva. Visualize yourself. Then this mantra is rotating in your heart clockwise. Like that is offering to Vajrasattva. Like bring back legs and dissolve to your mantra garland, and they also like ready is to lower realms. These beings like liberated to higher realms. Visualize higher realms liberated to nirvana. You can visualize that, and then like ready is all the Buddhas like ready is dissolved to mantra Vajrasattva. Mantra also visualize Vajrasattva. Him also he has like that is mantras in his heart. So the mantras become merged to nectar falling to his toe and to your crown and purify. That all is possible. So
it's mean we have to visualize those things, right?
So you can chant that way Vajrasattva mantra, or you go back to just stay in the natural mind and the chant mantra. So then you sometimes like you comes strong, like thinking about what we did wrong things, comes regret, chant the mantra. Sometimes you take the visualize clearly Vajrasattva in the then chant the mantra. So during the mantra, you can use all these different kind of visualizations. So then yeah, so so we have to chant that way,
Yeah.
Danny
Okay.
has a question now.
Yeah, 1 minute also see that question right now. We have long time to see example. You create a mantra, you have many long time to chanting that time. So you have time to do different kind of meditations in there. Chant the mantra. Yeah. So you can be in the visualize chanting the mantra. You can be in the natural mind, chant the mantra. And you can like that is like mantra garland, chant the mantra. You can receiving the blessings, visualize, chant the mantra. That's all is possible during that time.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so Zue, yes, next one.
Danny has the next question, and then Lyman, and then Alita and Gordon.
Okay, so who's the first?
Danny.
Danny, please go ahead.
Thank you, Zoe. I just feel I need a little bit more clarification. You were talking about you could do the mantra properly or improperly. Is it just the visualization, or you have to do do it with the sadhana. I just needed a little bit more clarification. I don't want to do 100,000, 400,000 and do it wrong.
Can you say again, like?
What is the, I just need a little more clarification on the difference between, you mentioned doing the mantra properly or improperly.
So properly doing mantra is like good intention. So long as you have that, then you can visualize meditation different, back and forth different kind of meditation. Long as you have good intention, then that is a property already, like good way. Improperty is like, you don't have good intentions, then that is like improperty, right? Don't practice mantra. So that is the biggest main point, followed by intention. So we really cannot say improper to chant mantra. So maybe improperty where in the public people doesn't like you chant Lord daily mantra, distracting some others, then that is we can say improperty time to do. So you have mind for, distracting for others, and like some people not comfortable, so then don't make them uncomfortable. So then someone don't want to hear the mantra, that don't just try to hear the mantra them. Yeah. And so that kind of, like then just you like another kind of a religion, you go there, you chant the mantra in their temple, saying something is like also improper time. So if you drawing yourself practice Vajrasattva, and as long as you have a good intention, and we purify our own karma, and also wanted to help for other beings, long as you have that good intention, then whenever you chant mantra, it's great. So then you cannot keep 100% always like visualize, focus, because of course, like when you chant 100 times mantra, some like maybe 20, 40 mantras, you lose focus. At least they have 60, 70 mantra, you have focus. That's great. No one can do 100% correctly, because we have dualistic so strong, and our minds easily follow the thoughts and distraction. So even you can do like 50-50, that is great too. That's unfair, example, like we chant short prayers, example, supplication Tara. So maybe couple verses I can really good focus, but then some verses are lost focus. So like that, very hard to keep whole verses, like connect even that short prayer too. So at least you can keep focus like 60%, 70%. That is good. No one can do 100%. That makes sense, Danny?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Okay, next question.
Lyman.
Khenpo,
Yes.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. My question is kind of like when you are explaining about the Sutra tradition and the Vajrayana tradition, and you were talking about Vajrayana is especially good because it's very effective to emotion. And
Yes.
I want to ask, in what way it's more effective for the emotion, for negative emotion? Is the mantra, is the identity, visualization identity, or whatever about Vajrayana is more effective to negative emotion? Thank you.
Actually, whole thing, like generally whole this Vajrayana practice is more effective to the emotions. But then of course, like depending individual. So some practice, example, Vajrasattva, today we practice Vajrasattva, like someone practice Vajrasattva, when the emotion comes right away, they can recall Vajrasattva practice, they can visualize Vajrasattva, they can right away like regret, use, and purify karma. And then can go into the natural mind, meditate, like become you, that emotion, it really help you become mindfulness and put you into the practice. So that is like see someone who has always a good mind for and practice Vajrayana practice. The emotions really helps you put into the practice. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I have a question. When I was chanting the mantra Vajrayana, I do not know why sometimes when I chant Vajrasatu, Om Vajrasatu Hum, and then I suddenly just automatically change Om Vajra Guru Hum Vajra Guru Hum. When I found out I change it, or Vajra Siddhi Hum Vajra Siddhi Hum, I change it back. But I didn't understand why it happened all the time.
I see. So you need more mindful and used to create a habit correctly. Om Benza Sato Hong. Benza Sato is like Tibetan. Om Vajra Sato Hong. Om Vajra Sato Hong is Sanskrit. So then comes correctly. Okay, just practice more.
Mindful. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Khenpo, Alita and Gordon are next, and then after that, 1, 2, 3. And we've had several requests for a Manjushri lung and Vajrasattva lung.
Manjushri Vajrasattva long means?
No, a Manjushri transmission, and then Vajrasattva transmission as well.
Vajrasattva we already did today the transmission. Manjushri, actually you have teaching whole thing is you received already long transmissions.
Not me. There's been other requests
Okay,
from
so
other
someone is like yesterday is there, and also I already did yesterday too. Yeah, who is yesterday? If someone is yesterday already, that you have already long transmission. And yeah, so today who is there in the Vajrasattva already?
Thank you, Khenpo.
Yes,
Alita
thank
and
you.
Gordon are next.
Okay.
The question I have is, does the short mantra contain the essence of the 100-syllable Vajrasattva mantra? Om Vajrasattva Hum. If you say that, does it contain the whole thing? The essence? Or should we be studying both every day?
So that's if you chanting both, that's very good. So the dependent sadhana, required which one. Some sadhana require long one, especially Tibetan, this Hindu practice require long one. And today this sadhana require short one. So yes, short one always like have contained or every the essence of the Vajrasattva practice. Yeah, so if you have a chant the long one and the short one, I think it's the same benefit, but some just sadhana require long one, so you have to chant long one.
Thank you.
Your question okay, Alita?
Yeah.
Okay, so then next.
1, 2, 3. If he still has a question. If he doesn't, until he comes on, I have been asked to ask you, instead of counting the mantra, can you explain again how to get to recite 400,000? And can I say Om Vajra Hum, or does it need to be Benza?
Om Vajra, Om Benza Sato Hong, Om Vajra Sato Hong. Om Vajra Sato Hong, you mean?
Yes, that is what the question is. Can she say that? Or
It's
Benza?
good. I think it's Om Vajra Sato Hong. That is the correct.
Thank you, Khenpo. And they also wanted to know, I'm not exactly sure. She said, can you explain again how to recite the 400,000? I am wondering if she's wanting to know, should it be the long version 400,000 or the short Om Vajrasattva Hum, or should it be or should it be both 400,000?
Well,
It's
actually, I can try to clarify. Sorry, I don't always have my mic. What I meant was that, Khenpo, you had said that we don't have to necessarily count every single mantra. And I don't do that. When I recite, I don't like to count because then I get distracted and just want to get to the number. So you mentioned something and then I got excited that you mentioned it and I forgot.
Yes.
You said something about we don't have to write down how many we count, just do, let's just say, recite them for an hour mindfully or whatever. I can't quite remember what you said. So if you could explain that for me, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, so that's totally different, two things going on there. This one is being followed by this sadhana require 100,000 times, so 400,000 times, sorry, 400,000 times short mantra. Of course, we have to count, right? Without the count, we don't know when we get 400,000 times. So other one is what I said is like couple years ago, His Holiness Chesang, he gave a suggestion because like same as your asked question, like someone count is distracting, counting mantra is distract. So have to count on Beda Sato Samaya Manapalaya 100,000 times. Someone wanted to do Mindo practice. So then they said it's like distracting, counting. So that's why he gave a suggestion, just go to 1 month for retreat, Vajrasattva. Don't count. Then you finish, you just said like you finish Mindo Vajrasattva practice. That is, he said, great, it's better than you count 100,000 Vajrasattva with distracting. And without the distraction, just you don't count 1 month, like go to the chant is so benefit is like maybe more, like no counting is more benefit. So that's his require. I mean, he give a suggestion for them, guide, like give it for individually.
Oh, okay. So that's only if we go on retreat. So for those of us who aren't on retreat but are having a working life, we have to count then.
So counting helps really give you in the path, help you really and effort. That's why mala is always in your hand, naturally chant mantra. And prayer is in your hand, naturally turning. So, even we have prayers, malas, if you don't have in the hand, you don't do like, even you have time. So like that, if really counting really help for beginner people, that's no. Actually, of course, counting is not really necessary important if someone anyway going to practice, anyway going to practice 1 hour, like example, 1 day, 3 hours, Vajrasattva mantra reciting, anyway they're going to do every day. They not necessary counting, but someone don't have the ability to do. So then if you count that you log the number, okay, I have to, today I chant 5,000. The next day you want to chant more than little bit that. You don't want to blow that. So that kept you put effort.
Thank you very much for that. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Khenpo,
Yes.
somebody has come on and mentioned that some of them couldn't log into Zoom while you were giving the oral transmission at the beginning of the session. And they would like to request that you give that.
Yeah, I'm thinking about right now. So today, see so many people cannot join. So I have to do one teaching again, like create maybe coming Saturday morning. So we can share that today and do transmission and Vajrasattva transmission again. So I think we have to create 1 hour teaching. So that's for the who cannot join today. So then you also can join again. So we can do practice together. So otherwise, like this kept going 1 month again.
Thank you, Khenpo. Everybody else said thank you as well.
So next Saturday, Sunday is, I think is we have a consecration stupa. I mean the celebration day. Every day we have going to consecrate the stupa, but the 21st is the end of the day. So Saturday I make time to do something for that. Today who missing the sections. Actually, Maryland, Debbie, and who is the hosting, so they have to do transmission and the teaching.
Yeah, and I haven't had much in the last.
That job, because of that.
This
They
is
don't let
true.
come in the only 100 people. I didn't say anything like put the 100 people. So Maryland, your job to do, okay?
I'm supposed to do the transmission or get the transmission.
I'll split it with Marilyn. She can do one, I'll do the other one.
Oh, that's very good. Okay, thank you, everyone. So finish, right? Question is finished?
As far as I know, does anybody have any
Okay,
questions?
that's good.
And I would just like to say, I'm sure Marilyn would too, thanks everybody who's watching on Facebook and who didn't get in for your extreme patience. We were trying to email people back as fast as we were getting them to let them know. And so sorry about that. But thanks for your
Yeah.
patience.
Yeah.
Will this teaching, will today be posted to be on a YouTube somewhere?
Yeah, I recorded the whole thing
I
today.
thought so. I just wanted to ask.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
count as
good.
authentic
So
unless it's
anyway,
live.
like transmission and transmission is not through the video recording, watch. So must be live. That is I thought, empowerment transmission must be live. So, but I don't know, like some individually have a strong connection, devotion, so connect with the teacher. That is like acceptable, different. Generally, have to live. That's I thought, Okay, thanks then everyone. Okay, ready, right?
Thank you,
Yeah.
Khenpo.
So you
Thank
who
you,
is going
Khenpo.
first?
Thank you,
Who
Khenpo.
see today who joined first ones like have get in the in the zone, who come late. Luckily, I'm also come right time.
It's a good thing.
Should we mention again that our time has changed? So many of us are now on daylight savings time.
Yeah, so that's also give information in the email, please.
Thank you, Khenpo.
Maybe Marilyn and Fan, the lanes or someone Fan, I think Fan, let also she know, I don't know, she's here today. So then they send email.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good day, everyone.
Okay. Thank you, Khenpo.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Khenpo.
Thank you, Khenpo. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye. Have a nice day.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Good day.
Bye-bye.